Time to look at the ACC tournament and see who needs help and who's good to go headed into the big dance. Let's go. What's going on, everybody? It's me again, Golden Blue Dude. Don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button. I do videos every single day. You might be wondering what's going on behind me. Well, this week we hit 1,000 subscribers. So we're going to do the balloons this week and then we're moving on. But this week we're talking about conference tournaments. The first one I want to talk about is the ACC, and their tournament is set up weird. Let's take a look at it real quick. In the top half, we have the 12-seed Pitt playing the 13-seed Miami. The winner of that will play the 5-seed Clemson. The winner of that will play the 4-seed Georgia Tech. The brackets above that, the 8-seed Syracuse plays the 9-seed NC State. Winner of that plays the 1-seed Virginia Tech. Winner of that game plays the winner of that lower bracket region. Then we head to the bottom. The 10-seed Duke versus the 15-seed Boston College. Winner plays the 7-seed Louisville, and the winner of that plays the 2-seed Florida State. Below that, the 11-seed Notre Dame plays the 14-seed Wake Forest. The winner of that plays the 6-seed North Carolina, and the winner of that plays the 3-seed Virginia Tech. And those two winners play in the semifinals to get to the championship. So basically, the top 4 seeds get a double bye, the next 5 seeds get a single bye, and then the bottom 6 seeds don't get any byes. So I'm going to run through the scenarios for each team to get into the tournament and where each team stands. So we'll start from the bottom. At the very bottom, Boston College, 15th in the ACC, 4-15. The only way they get into the big dance is if they win the whole daggum thing. The 14th seed, Wake Forest, 6-15, same scenario. They have to win the ACC tournament. 13th seed, Miami, 8-16, gotta win the ACC tournament. 12th seed Pitt, same thing. 10-11, you must win the entire ACC tournament. The 11th seed Notre Dame, 10-14, you're gonna have to win the entire ACC tournament. Now we're getting to the teams that have a chance to get into the big dance if they do some major damage in the ACC tournament. 10 seed Duke, they're 11-11, and at one point I had them on my bubble, but they finished the season with 3 straight losses. That's not good. They do have good wins against Georgia Tech, Syracuse, Virginia, and Clemson, but also some bad losses against Notre Dame, Miami, and Pitt. So for me, Duke has to get to the ACC championship to have any chance of getting into the NCAA tournament. Now, of course, if they won the ACC tournament, they would get the automatic bid. But in the situation that they're in right now, they have to get to the ACC championship game. Then we get to the 9 seed NC State. They're in a little bit better shape than Duke. They're 13-9, and they finished the season strong with a long winning streak. Got good wins against Virginia and North Carolina. And their only bad loss is to Miami. So I think for NC State to lock themselves into the NCAA tournament, they do need to win 2 games in the ACC tournament. I still consider them a bubble team, so it's not a must, but for the Wolfpack to feel better about getting into the big dance, you got to win 2 games in the ACC tournament. Then the 8 seed Syracuse. They did win 3 out of their last 5 games. They're 15-8. They have good wins over Clemson, North Carolina, and Virginia Tech. Their bad losses, they got swept by Pitt. They lost to Duke. Yes, I'm considering that a bad loss right now. And I think for Syracuse, they need to win 1 game in the ACC tournament to become a lock. They're still a bubble team. They could still get in, but if you want to be a lock, you need to win 1 game. Syracuse, 1 game. 7th seed Louisville, they're 13-6. They are also one of my bubble teams. They won 2 out of the last 3 games. Great wins over Georgia Tech, Virginia Tech, Western Kentucky, and Seton Hall. And really only 1 bad loss, and that was against Miami. So for me, Louisville also needs to win 1 game in the ACC tournament to be a lock. They're still a good bubble team. They're in good shape. They probably will still make it. But to become a lock, Louisville needs to win 1 game in the ACC tournament. Then we get to the 6th seed North Carolina. They're 16-9. I have North Carolina in the tournament. They're safe. And right now, I have them as a 7 seed. But they could improve their seeding if they were to win a couple games or go deep into the ACC tournament. They will get the winner of Notre Dame versus Wake Forest. And if they win that game, they will go on to play Virginia Tech in the quarterfinals. The 5 seed Clemson, they're 16-6, and I have Clemson in firmly, and I have them as a 6 seed right now. They get the winner of Pitt versus Miami, And if they were to win their game, they would go on to play the 4 seed, Georgia Tech. And that's actually a pretty good matchup for Clemson. So if they can beat the winner of Pitt and Miami, they have a good chance of beating Georgia Tech and facing probably Virginia in the semifinals. Clemson's in good shape. The 4 seed, Georgia Tech, they are on fire, guys. They have finished the season strong. They are 15-8, and I also have Georgia Tech as a 6 seed. But they do get the double bye in the ACC tournament, so they'll get the winner of the Pitt versus Miami, and then winner of that plays Clemson. Winner of that plays Georgia Tech. Georgia Tech is in good shape in the ACC tournament. They could improve their seeding if they could advance to the semifinals or finals or win the whole daggone thing. But these 3 are the favorites to win the ACC tournament. The first one, the 3 seed, Virginia Tech, 15-5. I have them as a 5 seed in the NCAA tournament right now. They have the bottom half of the bracket. Notre Dame, Wake Forest, winner of that plays North Carolina, and then the winner of that will play Virginia Tech. If Virginia Tech were to beat that opponent, they would play the winner of Florida State and whoever comes out of that bracket. The top 2 seeds, the 2 seed, Florida State, 15-5. I have Florida State as a 4 seed in the NCAA tournament as of right now. They are also in the lower bracket. They get the winner of Duke playing Boston College. Winner of that plays Louisville, and the winner of that gets Florida State. And then if they were to win that, they would play the winner of the bottom half of that bracket. Then the 1 seed, Virginia. Virginia goes through stretches. They had a tough start to the season, great middle, and then another tough stretch, but have finished strong. They're 17-6, and right now I have Virginia as a 3 seed. Now, of course, they are in the best scenario. They get the winner of the 8 and 9 seed, Syracuse and NC State. They win that game, and they'll get the winner of the lower half of that top bracket. The ACC as a whole doesn't look like a very strong conference in basketball this year, because for me, the number 1 team in the ACC is only a 3 seed for now. But if Virginia were to win the whole thing and a few other teams slip up in other tournaments, then that could raise their seeding to possibly a 2 seed. Not a 1 seed. That's not happening. Virginia could end up being a 2 seed. Right now, I have them as a 3 seed. That's all I got for you for this show. I hope you enjoyed it. Like and subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you on my next show.